Hi, I'm Gerard Logano, one of the contributing writers for Macasm, and today I've got the iPhone 4. We're going to do a quick unboxing and show you some of the new features with iOS 4 and the iPhone 4. So why don't we get started? This is not exactly a full unboxing because they had to open it up at the store to activate it, so I already went ahead and took off the plastic covers. But why don't we go ahead and open this up here. This I did not take out. So as you can see, we've got the charger, we've got the USB sync cable, the earphones with the inline mic. So that's pretty much the standard stuff that comes with your iPhone. Let's see what we got in here. Okay, let's open this guy here. Okay, we got fingertips, start here, again some manuals, iPhone 4, and your Windows stickers to put on your car, your window, what have you. Okay, I'm going to close this up. And it appears that the SIM removal tool is no longer included, so I guess we'll be using paper clips if we have to, which we usually use if we need to remove the SIM. Okay, let's go ahead and close this up, move this over to the side. Okay, so here we've got the new iPhone 4 with the front-facing camera for FaceTime. You got your home button down here. Some new items we've got here. Actually not new items, but some of this changed. Traditionally you've had the rocker panel for the volume up and down, now they're individual buttons. The silent switch has pretty much stayed the same, they've kind of redesigned it a little bit. On the top here you've got your headphone jack, and you've got this little hole here. Some might think that's a reset hole. However, it's actually a noise canceling mic. So say for example you're in a crowded room and you're talking to someone else. Usually the person on the other end hears what everyone else is saying and not you. With the noise canceling mic, it basically cancels out all the ambient noise and allows the other person to hear what you're telling them. We've got our on-off switch. And then on the back side here, we've got our 5 megapixel camera along with the LED flash. That for taking stills, that can be set to auto or on. For taking video, you've got auto on or off. Again, you got your Apple logo and pretty much a basic writing on the bottom. And over here on the side, you've got the new micro SIM. Apple's switched over from using the regular SIM to the micro SIM. There's not a lot of room in the new iPhone, so that's a good option to have in there. And down at the bottom here, you've got your 30-pin connector, dock connector. You've got your speaker and your mic. This is the mic where you'll be talking through. And if you notice too that the band here has little slits in it. There's one right there, one there, and one at the top. This basically is separating the different antennas because the whole framing is an antenna. So this one here will basically provide signal quality for your GPS, your Bluetooth, and Wi-Fi. This one here, which is the larger band, is for your 3G antenna and will basically help you with phone signals. I've noticed that I'm getting better signal quality in certain areas. However, there's been some news going around the internet today that if you hold down here in the corner, your signal drops, which I did notice, not as dramatically as some of the other phones that were portrayed on the internet, that the signal quality just dropped completely out, but it did go down by a few bars. As you can see, pretty much the icons are pretty much the same from the previous iPhone versions. The top pieces up here are the same, the AT&T logo showing 3G. The time, we've got the Bluetooth icon, and we got the battery showing the battery percentage left of the available battery. Something new that they added to iOS 4, as you can notice right off the bat, is the background wallpaper. I believe that's a takeoff of from the iPad. Also, two new to iOS 4 are folders, which I think are actually really great because I basically had about 7 to 8 pages of individual icons, and I broke it down to 2 pages. That's all I've got, and it's more manageable, and I can find stuff instead of going through 3 pages of games. I have 1 folder, 2 folders for games. By default, it came already preloaded with utilities. We're going to tap on that. Here we go. and it has the clock, the calculator, compass, and voice recorder. And to get back to the home screen, just tap up here, and now we're brought back. Now I went ahead and created these here on my own, like this one here called Social. Here I've got Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Ustream, and you can go ahead and label them any way you'd like. If you go ahead here and hold down on the icon to get them to jiggle, just tap once, and here we can add, like I say, I want to add social networking, so I'm going to hit spacebar, and I'm going to type in social networking. Alright, and it's just going to autofill it, so I hit spacebar, and now we've got social networking. So we're going to hit done, and we'll hit the home button again, and it stops jiggling. So now we've got social networking, and we can tap that, and we've got a new header. As you can see, it's kind of long for the available space, so it truncates it by putting dots in, or ellipses, I believe, yes, ellipses between the words. Let's go over to the next page here. As you can see here, I've got a Games 1 and a Games 2, and the reason for that, it appears that Apple is only allowing 12 icons per folder. It doesn't look like they're allowing any scrolling up and down. So I went ahead and created a Games 1 and a Games 2, and I can add on to that, obviously, if I get more games on here. Let's see here, I went ahead and created an Apple Apps folder. These are kind of just the generic kind of like Mobile Me, and iLife applications. I've got iMovie there. I downloaded that. Pretty excited about it. Can't wait to try it out. Okay, let's see here. One thing that they've added to the iPhone is the ability to read books from the iBooks. On my iPad, I have the iBooks app, and I've downloaded a few books here. Let's see. Let's go to my library. As you can see here, I've got my books that I've re-downloaded on here. And what's great about this is that you can synchronize your bookmarks. So basically, if I'm reading on my iPad and I bookmark a page, I can later come to my iPhone and continue reading right where I left off. It's kind of Kindle-like with their Whisper Sync. I wanted to show you the Winnie the Pooh book. It's pretty much the same as the iPad, where you've got the page curl when you're turning the page. You can move it back and forth. As you can see, the pictures are still the rich graphics that you get with the iPad, and the text is pretty legible. You can also go ahead and change the size of the font by clicking on the brightness. You can search for stuff by clicking on that, on the little magnifying glass, and search for text within the book. And cancel. You can also go ahead and turn it sideways and get a landscape view. Now this differs from the iPad, is where the iPad looks like an actual book with a spine in the middle and the pages. This here just gives you an individual page. However, you still get the page curl effect. It's a little faster, the screen's smaller, so the transition is quicker. And then if we want to go back here, we can go ahead and click on Library. Okay, another thing I wanted to show you that's new with iOS 4 is multitasking, and that's supported on the iPhone 4 and the iPhone 3GS. To activate multitasking, simply push twice on the home button as such. As you can see here, these are some of the apps that I've previously had running. One of which is Mail. I'd like to go ahead and show you something new in that. In iOS 4, Apple has introduced the unified mailbox. So basically, by clicking on all inboxes, you'll be able to read all your mail from all your individual boxes. Personally, I'm not a big fan of that. I prefer to go into each one and read them. So I know where which email account is delivering the email. However, if you're like me, that you like the traditional view of it, you can go to Accounts and simply click on the, like say, Mobile Me, and you've got your traditional folders here with inbox, drafts. Click on Inbox, and you'll be able to see your emails within the inbox. And if you need to refresh, simply click on the refresh icon there, and it'll reload any new emails. Or if you want to compose a new email, just click on the Compose button. So that's pretty much Mail for the for iPhone, and we're going to hit the home button here to come back. So that's the iPhone 4 unboxing. I'm Joel Lagana from Macasm. We hope to see you soon.